Hi everyone, welcome back to Be Rich. Today I want to talk about South Indian Bank rights issue, which was announced last month. By the end of the video, I'll let you know if you should consider and what should be your strategy. But before that, I'll walk briefly into what is rights issue and what happened last time South Indian Bank issued the same kind of rights issue, and then we'll dive into the current offer from the bank and what it is. So, what's a rights issue? Rights issue, as the name stands for, is a right to buy a share from the company. Simple as that. As an existing shareholder, they give you a privilege. They say, since you invested in us and you believed in us, and you like our business, and we like you as shareholders, as an investor, we give you a special privilege of buying new shares from us at a very specific price for a fixed period of time. So it's like saying, and usually the price will be discounted. Let's say the share is trading at 30 rupees. They might give it for 15 rupees, 17 rupees, or even 20 rupees. Depends purely on the board. And it is to raise money because they have a specific capital requirement which they need to meet. And for that capital requirement, they're raising this through issuing new shares to existing investors. And is it usually one share for one? Sometimes it could be 5-1, 2-1. These are known as ratios, and each company, the board decides what the ratio should be. So this is the main. And what is the reason for it is, like I said, this is for capital allocation, to spend money on something which a company specifically wants to do. The other thing is, it's called regulatory compliance. The companies have to take permission from SEBI, and they have to let SEBI know exactly what they plan to do, how they plan to do, and all the rules and regulations have to be checked off, which will be done. The due diligence will be done by SEBI. Why are they issuing rights issue this time around? Last time it was 2017. And why are they doing this time around? There are specific requirements. One is to enhance the capital base. The primary objective is to bolster the bank's capital base, to infuse capital into crucial for maintaining a robust balance sheet and ensuring the bank's resilience against financial uncertainties. Then increased capital will help meet regulatory requirements and maintaining a healthy CAR, which is known as capital adequacy ratio, which is mandated by RBI. And this is important for the bank's long-term stability and growth. This is what they've basically told us about. So I'm just going through this and giving you the main points. So what is fortifying capital adequacy ratio? That means CRA, a strong CRA indicates a bank's ability to absorb potential losses, and it's a key measure for a bank's financial health. And it's very important for banks, so they make sure they have a good capital adequacy ratio. That means basically if anything goes wrong, they have enough money in the kitty to take care of everything. That's what it basically means. And the other reason why they're taking this seems to be they want to do some additional fundraising for expansion, and the bank's loan portfolio they want to expand. They want to focus on high yielding sectors such as lending to SME and MSMEs in financing. And they also want to look at growth in loan book that will enable the bank to tap into new customer segments and diversify revenue streams, thereby growing their overall business. And a part of their investment is towards technology, the requirement for technology expansion and upgradation, and to stay relevant in the digital landscape and to keep up with it. They're upgrading and spending a lot of money on upgrading and to make sure that customer experience is enhanced and it improves overall operational efficiency of the bank. These seems to be the main reasons why they're looking at raising the capital through rights issue. Right. So now let's talk about what happened in the previous one, which was in 2017. In Jan 2017, they announced the issue, and they wanted to raise around 630 crores was the aim to raise, and they gave a premium of 13 rupees per share at the time over the face value. And by the time the issue objectives and everything came out and all the details came out, it was by Feb 20th. So it took them over a good month when the objectives of the issue and everything was mentioned and was all approved. And the notice to investors only came out by March, and it was addressing global reach to investors outside India, foreign investors, how they can invest, covered all that, the notice. Then it spoke about risk management and regulatory challenges which were there. So by the time the issue was given and everybody applied and everything, it almost took a period of 1, 2, 3, I would say 4 to 5 months. So this announcement has only come in end of December. So this whole process is it's a long drawn on slow process, and it can take time. Like we've seen in IDFC Bank, it's going on still. Not everything happens very fast. And like I said, rights issues only specifically towards people who are already existing investors or holding the shares. It is a special privilege to them. And of course, if somebody is already an investor in South Indian Bank, you can buy they can transfer the rights to you. That means they can decline the rights and transfer it to you, so you can buy the shares at that special price when it's offered. But it's basically meant to reward existing investors. So if you look at that backdrop, and if you see the recent performance of the stock, soared by 112% from a 52-week low. That means year-on-year low, which is surged almost 112%, which is a phenomenal surge in price. So right now, after the results were announced, the market has traded more intensely in South Indian banks, pushing the price even further. So where is the South Indian Bank standing today? Today the market was closed, but in yesterday's closing, South Indian Bank is standing at 30.8 rupees, and the book value was at 31.9, which is just a shade below the price to book ratio of 1. It's still at a good consideration. But what we are looking at is where we had entered South Indian Bank and where it is right now. We feel this rights issue, where as it plays out, there will come a correction, price correction, and anything below 30, it will be a better time to consider than right now. So right now, though the rights issue has been announced, and like I explained to you what the right issue is, other than being an existing investor who'd invested some time ago and you have a special privilege, it does not, as a new investor getting into this, it does not offer you anything extraordinary. So I would say if you don't have South Indian Bank in your portfolio already, then you don't need to think of rushing out and buying South Indian Bank right now. You don't need to. We won't say you should consider it, that you can wait for a little while and see when the correction comes, and maybe look at Tiffin Coffee like Anand says at that point of time. If you're an existing investor of South Indian Bank, of course, when the rights issues details come out, we will do a more in-depth video on when that full details are shared, and when it's announced in full, the dates are mentioned and how the modalities are. We will definitely share that with you in written medium and through a video, so you can look at it in greater detail. But as of now, it's interesting. It is heartwarming as an investor of South Indian Bank that the bank is doing so well. The results were very good, and the rights issues also shows further confidence in their own capacity and their own business. And as an investor, this is all good news. And I have put a more detailed article in full length about what all I've spoken in much greater detail in my Medium page. I suggest you go there and read if you're interested to knowing what is rights, about the history of the last one, and also the more detail about this current rights issue, why they're issuing it. I hope you found this video informative and entertaining, and I'll see you in the next one soon. Bye.
Good evening. My team has decided to do another event. The last event was at Trivandrum, was a very successful one. So we decided to ask people where we wanted to do an event, and my team chose to do an event in Dubai. We are planning to do an event in Dubai on the 24th of February. The event is roughly scheduled between 3:30 to 5:30. It's a Saturday, you will have plenty of time. Those desirous of attending the event or meeting me may contact my team at the WhatsApp number given below, or drop an email at the email ID given. My team will contact you and help you. I hope to meet you all in Dubai. It's not only Dubai, anywhere from the Emirates. I hope to see you there. Thank you. It's a great privilege and honor that so many of you in thousands have subscribed to my channel and have supported me. I have written 2 books in English, The Alchemy of Money and Ordinary Stocks, Extraordinary Profits. These books are published by us and are ready. If you want to procure a copy, send us a message to the WhatsApp number given below and my team would respond to you. If you want an Amazon Kindle copy, you can click the link below. Finally, those who wish to consult with me can send a mail to berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for your support. If you like this video, press the subscribe button of my channel, hit the like button and turn on the bell notification.